From Riverdale Studios, Sioux Falls, this is A Comic Book Look.
Welcome to A Comic Book Look, your weekly comic book show. We talk about anything in the comic book industry. You want it, you got it. My name's John. We got Tom over here and Skylar behind cameras. You guys, we are A Comic Book Look. I can't stress this enough. AKA cracking beers like Easter eggs. AKA the 3-pack of classic Easter peeps. We keep it sweet. We are the sweetest 605 weekly comic book journalists you'll ever see. Here.
Happy
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. All right. Here's my Easter hat. It's actually my daughter's, but it kind of fits. It's homemade. So, what do you think?
For styling.
Do I look good?
For styling.
All right. John made me put it on for a little bit. I'm not wearing it.
Yeah, I might take my ears off.
Oh, come on. You look so pretty.
I know. Pretty awesome.
All right. This egg-laying mutant is a little bit in my way, but hey, nice to be back. Comic Book Look. And we are ready to rock and roll. Great show. John had this crazy idea of, I got a good idea for Easter, man. We're just going to crack eggs and have ideas, and then we'll talk comics around it. So I really don't know how this is going to go at all. But, you know, I always put my trust in the greatest co-host around, John Runyon, and we'll see how this goes tonight.
Definitely. Before we hop into that, hop into that.
Terrible.
Yeah, I know. You guys, being the dedicated journalists that we are, you know, I hit the field today. And what was going on today? The AVX release party. Ooh. And on Marvel.com, Tom had pointed out, you know, looks like we're on the map, right? Well, it wasn't our usual LCS. It was the other LCS, kind of.
Yeah, I guess LCS. I don't know. I didn't even know they got weekly comics.
Like Dragon's Den, you know, was on the list, and so I was like, oh man, maybe I should go check that out. You know, do a little legwork.
Nice.
So I walked in, and you know, you got your D&D nerd, whatever, on his computer in the back of the tourney area. No sweat. The owner's right there, putting, you know, the comics and boards and bags. They don't do that for ours at Rainbow, but he does it for his because he doesn't get like as many, I guess. And I was like, "Where's the party at?" And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "The release party. You're on the website." And he was like, "Oh yeah, you're the second person to ask me about that." And I was like, "So?" And he was like, "You know, honestly, I don't know what happened. I signed up for it. I voted Avengers, and they didn't send me any of the promotional materials." So
drop the ball, Marvel.
Exactly. Surprised? No. Disappointed? Absolutely, because there's obviously interest if another person asks for it. I went to Rainbow.
Way to go in and ask about it, man.
Yeah, I just wanted to check it out.
Yeah, man, I'm glad that you went in, because I did. Dragon's Den is definitely, like, I don't know, to us that are in our area, the second-tier comic shop, if that. It's definitely more of a gaming shop.
Yeah, and they do good at that.
And it's definitely some people's places, you know. Yeah. They sell tons of Magic cards and tabletop gaming, and I mean that it's just not known for their comics. So when I checked the Avengers vs. X-Men and saw that, I was like, granted, I'm not buying Avengers vs. X-Men even, but anyway, I still would think it's cool when comic shops participate in different things and try to get people into comics. Maybe get some younger fans in who, hey, I've heard of the Avengers and the X-Men. Let's check this out. I don't know, but I think it would have been cool, and so that's kind of.
Yeah, and the other interesting thing was, you know, I walked into Rainbow, told Brian about it, you know, or John, excuse me, and John was just cracking up because he was like, yeah, it's supposed to be a midnight release, and he drove by at 11:30 and no one was out there, so just total spaced it out, and I don't think it was the owner's fault. I really don't. I think that Marvel really dropped the ball on that, and that's kind of a shame. It's on their website, for God's sake.
I'm sure there is some crazy parties that went on.
Right.
And there was some probably places, and I don't know, I think Rainbow could have probably got something together. At least probably 20 people would have showed up at least.
Yeah.
That seems small, but come on, we're in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, people.
Exactly.
It'd be fun for us.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know. It would have been cool to have them participate.
Yeah. So, yeah, John thought it was funny, and I was like, that must
I wish John would have tried, because, I mean, John, he buys a lot of comics.
Yeah.
You know, he would have been able to get promotional materials,
totally.
You know. He would have been the kind of shop that they would have gave it to. Yeah. So, Rainbow, represent.
Represent.
You know, maybe Rainbow even realized that this fucking summer big blockbuster miniseries, A vs. X, is gonna be just horrible. So he didn't even want to promote it.
Oh, man.
I shouldn't say those kind of things before I've read it. It just
exactly. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
I'm gonna be all night with these. You are on fucking fire, dude. Wow, nice work. I love it, dude. I love it. Let's bust into this. Okay, let's see your game.
All right, so you can pick a piece of paper, pick an egg, whatever you want to do. All right. And what does it say?
Oh, this is the word, apparently, of the first Easter egg, a comic book look, annual egg cracking. Flirtatious / foxy.
So what comes to mind when you...
You gotta go first.
What? I have to think about mine. I already know what yours is. You've said it every issue.
Okay, well, obviously, I don't know. I don't think she's flirtatious and foxy. I think she's smart and awesome. And that would be Zatanna. So, flirtatious and foxy, I think more Catwoman. I think...
Skylar's got the right idea.
Whatever,
Dangerous
Skylar.
curves.
But anyway, I think of probably Catwoman, recently Starfire.
Yeah, right.
Player. And then, Foxy,
definitely Catwoman.
Tigra.
Yeah, she's kind of foxy.
Oh yeah, she's foxy, dude.
Especially when she starts appearing in DC films.
I think She-Hulk's pretty flirtatious and foxy. She-Hulk's probably, I like She-Hulk. She's kind of fun. She's flirtatious. She's foxy. She's strong.
Yeah.
She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Love those green girls. You know it.
I don't know.
What do you got, John? What do you think of her? This is your first. Go for it.
You went for the Easter egg, right?
Yeah.
No, for me, I would definitely agree with Catwoman. I think that's definitely a strong contender because she's all over Batman like crazy, Put some spice into that. Harley Quinn.
Oh, yeah.
Just some of that stuff I've been reading lately, like, oh, this is where me and Joker make love and all this, it's just crazy stuff. The side of Harley that you just don't get to see in that 90s cartoon. What a damn shame.
No, thank God.
Emma Frost, I think, is definitely kind of flirty because she dresses like bam, like
she's a fox.
I'm a good guy, but I'm also awesome.
And she's always a flirt to Namor, totally.
Yeah, exactly. Playing Cyclops like the cupcake he is. So,
just a constant hate on Cyclops from John.
Well, I'll surprise you later. I promise you.
Okay, but I mean, like, that's just a recurring theme throughout all our shows is John just
I hate
ragging
Cyclops
on
and you love
Cyclops.
Zatanna.
I know. It's great. Yeah. I think I'm gonna put Zatanna, as everybody knows, is one of my favorites. She's way above flirtatious and foxy. Yes, I think she can be flirtatious at times, but...
You want to maybe recite poetry with her in
the
fields?
No. I don't want to chill out, maybe go to some, the astral plane and check out some other dimensions. Read some old-timey magic books.
Okay.
Sorry, Zatanna's sweet. Alright, you pick the next one.
Alright, well, let's see here.
Yeah, let's see here.
Alright. I drew lame.
Lame, nice.
Lame. So,
alright. First thing that comes to comics, let's go, let's hear it.
Necrosha.
Yeah, totally.
Worse. No, and you know what's worse than Necrosha? Necrosha's timing with the black rings.
So you need to give people the full setup. What is Necrosha? What is, why is it lame? You have to tell.
Necrosha, the dead rise by the power of Selene. All the Marvel characters, pretty much like every other character that dies, except this is all at once, so, it's a little more convenient. But I guess some of the neat things about it, the dead visit Utopia effectively. For me, it was kind of neat. I actually went back a little more recently and reread them because I got to meet some of the Hellions, which are Emma Frost's former students.
So your thing that's lame is pretty neat now?
Well, it was just cool to see the characters. The event as a whole, though, like Tom and I talked about one issue where we couldn't even see what was going on. It's like glowing red eyes.
It was a mini-series that Marvel put out during the exact same time as, The Blackest Night coming out.
Yeah.
Where the DC villains were rising, Necrosha.
Yeah.
Marvel villains were rising, except it was done horribly and terrible, and it had X-Force before. It was Uncanny X-Force, and
X-Men.
It was totally lame. Lameoid 100%, so I think I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
definitely lame. I think
anything lame that bites the other's style at the same time, like renumbering Uncanny X-Men, is also lame.
Yeah, I think that is definitely a huge lameoid because I dropped Uncanny X-Men because of it. So renumbering in general can sometimes be lame. Also, lameness comes from too much hype on terrible things, and then not following through with good product. Fear itself.
Oh, that's a good one. I forgot about that.
And then also, I would say just business practices of Marvel and DC at times are super lame.
Yeah.
You know, as much as we want to be fans and everything and love the creators, when lameness comes to my mind, I think of all the bullshit that Marvel does as like a corporation and the decisions it makes, and it's always doing something stupid, not for the fan, something for the short term shareholders. Where that maybe if they really work towards the fan and you work towards that, you get more fans, and then the shareholders will end up winning in the long run. They can't see that picture, and I think that's super lame. And that goes on both ends, DC and Marvel. You see it more with Marvel, but DC does things all the time. I mean, lame. Before Watchmen, I don't know. I think that's lame. Going against Alan Moore's wishes, whatever. After I know he signed the contract, but whatever. I know a lot of people are tired of hearing him, the old man, complaining for so long, but whatever. He has every right.
There's a lot of that. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He has every right in my book. So whatever. That's lame. So yeah, I kind of like this. This is kind of a good thing to go through.
A little therapy.
Yeah. Pick a subject. What comes to your mind? Definitely. All right. I'm up next then.
You're up next.
Redonkulous. Actually, it's ridiculous. And
oh no.
Oh, sorry. Ridiculous?
Ridiculous.
What is absolutely ridiculous? I would say Emma Frost is absolutely ridiculous.
Ridiculously awesome.
Like, she is just like the clothes she wears, like the constant bitterness and relationship and like snippetiness that she is, but Cyclops still likes her, and I don't know. That's ridiculous. Ridiculously awesome. Batman going on right now. I just feel like it's so great right now. Also, ridiculously awesome. Got the rest of the Why the Last Man hardcovers in the mail. Ridiculously awesome. Just rounding off number 3. I've never actually finished the whole series. I've only read till like issue probably 30. So I'm pretty excited to finish the rest up. Ridiculously awesome.
Ridiculous for me is kind of how quickly the Dark Avengers ended this late run. And it's not over, obviously, with other news that's circulating out there, but to me it's just kind of ridiculous how they set you up, they build the team, and you build like 2% rapport with the characters, and then all of a sudden Scar decides to go on a shopping spree with them, wipes the floor with them in one issue.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. The bunny says it all. So.
Nice. Anything else ridiculous, or just Dark Avengers recently? You know what, I think I like that you chose Dark Avengers as ridiculous, because I'm going to just jump in here and say, what else is ridiculous? Thunderbolts turning into Dark Avengers. Just ridiculous. I don't know, the new issue came out today, and we'll probably talk about it a little bit later. I mean, I'm sure we will. But anyway, if I could find it here, it says 15 years on it. That's a pretty cool landmark.
Yeah.
It's over there because I read it. It's on the floor. But it says 15 years, and it's been there. And so you're proud of that, Marvel, but you're not proud enough to change it to Dark Avengers. And then it's going to just keep the numbering. So then, obviously it'll go back to Thunderbolt sometime. And it says 15 years right here. So that's really cool. It's been around for 15 years. And I don't know. Ridiculous.
I'd have to agree with that.
That would almost go with lame and ridiculous / Thunderbolts going to Avengers. Put them in both categories. My turn? Your turn.
My turn. This big one is like...
I like these big ones are cool. They're actually gourds.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Alright, my word. Shocking.
Shocking.
What surprises me? Shocking for me would actually be the fact that that I like to point anything issue, Avengers 24.1. Got a chance to read that. Very strong. Talked about that a little bit. And then also Avengers versus X-Men number 0. I definitely actually went into it very negatively and ended up liking it.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. It is a good setup and a very positive thing for me, I suppose, because I was like, oh, this is gonna be stupid. I'm like, oh, it wasn't that bad.
Now you can be back to being, it feels good to like Marvel sometimes.
Yeah, okay. I'm not embarrassed anymore.
And well,
no,
good, you should have been. But I agree that I would like to go back and like start liking some things at Marvel. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. So that's mine.
Yep. And what was it again?
Shocking.
Shocking. What comes to me to mind right away? I mean, there was like seriously one thing. Mark Millar's writing is what I consider shocking. He does everything for shock value. I think a lot of people end up buying his stuff. He ends up getting to write with the greatest artists because they know that he's going to sell a bunch because his stuff gets turned into movies like Wanted or Kick-Ass. And because of that, he puts out these miniseries with these great artists, and it's all about like shock value. And very low story or real stories. Everything is just like includes maybe a rape or incest or just I don't know, abuse, child abuse, I don't know, spousal abuse, I don't know. Anything that you can get for shock value, that's what he tries to throw in, and then a lot of people eat it up. Oh, I love Mark Millar. And that's what I think of shocking, is dumb shit like that. I think the only thing he's writing right now, I don't think he writes any Marvel books anymore, but he did Fantastic Four for a long time, did a bunch of the Ultimate books. He's wrote a couple good stories, like Superman Red Sun, where he ripped off the ending from Grant Morrison, and Skull Kill Crew, which he worked on with Grant Morrison. And so he came up to be really cool and had the best apprentice, he was apprentice kind of under Grant Morrison for these things, and he had the best chance to get the greatest way to do comic books, and he took away from it nothing good and writes this dribble that he writes now. It's terrible. Alright, well yeah, that's what I think when I think it's shocking.
Yeah.
Alright. Go for it, an egg. It's kind of pops on the close, so I can pop it. And
that was intense, man.
I love Easter. For the bunnies. WTF. What the fuck? I'm just gonna assume that you put what the fuck, because, I don't like these abbreviations as much as John does. And
I was at work when I did those,
yes.
so, obviously.
Well, thank you for getting this together and organizing it.
Well,
Yeah, because, I don't.
What? Oh, that's all good.
I know. Nice work. What the fuck? You're up.
What the fuck? The what the fuck moment, guys, that's just plain as day. In fact, Tom's going to say the same thing. Canceling Alpha Flight? What a kick to Marvel's balls, man. Are you crazy? What the fuck?
What the fuck, man? Can't start that shit, call it ongoing, and just cancel it.
Exactly.
There's fans out there with broken hearts.
Exactly.
Sorry, John. Yeah, what the fuck? I don't know. What's a what the fuck thing for me?
You've had a few.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
What the fuck, DC, for, the new 52, being able to give I don't know, maybe a little more creative freedom and bringing these titles into some more interesting things besides renumbering it, hyping it, and then just doing the same old stuff. What the fuck with... Do you know that Green Arrow is a character that people like? And people love to hear good stories, and people, he can be portrayed in the animated series when he's on as awesome on Young Justice, and... they're doing a show about him, and on CW, or trying to do, they got a pilot greenlit. He was on Smallville. There's interest for this character. What the fuck, dude? Do something with him. Give him to some good creators. There has to be somebody out there just waiting to do an awesome Green Arrow story. What the fuck?
What the fuck? Poor Easter Bunny's ears are gonna start bleeding. They're switching.
Easter Bunny.
I'll take the one that's not in the egg. Disappointing. I don't know, we've covered a lot of negative ground.
It's okay, those are the ones you picked. It's fine. People like to hear us bitch a little bit every once in a while.
Disappointing.
You going first?
F.
Okay.
Yeah, I suppose I can.
I can if you want, because I got something.
Okay, you go first.
Okay, disappointing.
Oh, I got mine. Go.
loved Mike Costa on G.I. Joe Cobra, and was so excited for Blackhawks to come out, and then super disappointed. It wasn't very good. Still has this thing out here called Smoke and Mirrors, and it was going to be a new series and involve like magic. I love magic. I think it's really interesting, and when done right, it can be really cool. And then I read it, and it's disappointing. I wanted it to be better than it was, and was it okay? It was okay, but I wanted it to be better. So I was a little disappointed by that. I want to like Mike Costa. He's a comic book guy, and I don't know. Just disappointed lately. I wish he would write something just awesome that I would just really like. And I'm sure it's for some people. I don't want to say that it's not, but I guess it wasn't for me. And darn it, and I have been disappointed that I haven't got to like his works as much as he had me so excited at one point.
Disappointment for me comes in the pages of Uncanny X-Force. And I talked again. They had it on the counter waiting for me to buy it, and I just looked at John and I was like, no, man, I fell off of this a few issues ago, and he was like, yeah, I've been hearing that a lot lately, and I'm like, good, see, I'm not alone, all this time traveling hoo-ha, and thank God the Thunderbolts are doing something relevant, even if it's still time traveling, they're fighting themselves.
Relevant, you mean like...
Instead of trolloping in Camelot, are you
because it has something to do with continuity?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. As a reader, I don't know, I can't explain it, you guys, that's just how I'm wired. And, the Thunderbolts, the premise of the book is good, or bad guys pretending to be good guys.
Yeah.
So we're not there galloping with, King Arthur and all that bullshit. We're not slaying British whores and whatever, back in the day. Thunderbolts, get your get it back. And they are slowly but surely, but, what does it matter at this point? We're 3 issues away from Dark Avengers, so kind of bummed at this point regarding that.
Yeah, me too.
So that's...
But I'm bummed about that because the story of Thunderbolt's been awesome, so whatever. Another disappointing, I think, is... what was I going to say? Shit. Can't remember. Okay, fuck it. Next one? Last one. Oh, what's it gonna be?
The pink egg is gonna speak. Oh. I have no idea what it is.
Oh! We got Nerdgasm. I wish you had to say that.
That was Gabe's idea.
Fuck you, Gabe. Nerdgasm. So, John, what gives you a fucking nerdgasm?
Oh, shit.
That's what it is, right? Man. What is it? What is Nerdgasm? What comes to your mind with Nerdgasm?
Oh, man. What, honestly, it's an explosion of being a nerd, whatever, so...
Okay.
When you read a good issue, and you're just like, wow, that, fucking rocked my world, it's like, for you, I guess that would mean, like, being in bed with 3 Santanas or something. That's what a nerdgasm would be.
No, that would not be my nerdgasm. I guess I get that when I do, like...
Just 2.
When I read the end of Luther Strode, I think I was like, oh, I hate this so much, but I love it so much, it's so genius. This can't do it this way.
You can't put down,
And it was really cool, and I thought that was exciting. And also, like, reading Animal Man when it's full Jeff Lemire and Travel Foreman art, it's like, wow, this is so amazing. This is so cool. So, yeah.
I'd have to say, so for me, it was probably Alpha Flight. Again, not to kick a dead horse, you guys, but, or Dark Avengers #1. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Nerdgasm, that's fine. Also, I think Nerdgasm, when I just hear that word, I think of just, like, conventions and cosplay and, like, people just being, like, ultra nerdy and, all that stuff that just goes with the industry that, it's all about it. I mean, and I love that. I've never even been to a convention, and so I can't wait to go to one and, see it and, I don't know. It's such an I won't dress up. It's such an interesting part of this culture of comic books that we have these things and, I don't know, meet the creators and how...
We gotta do it.
it's like with comic books, if you like movies, yeah, you kind of like movies. You go to the movies sometimes, you know. If you like books, yeah, you read novels and stuff like that, and you know, you get books. Maybe you download something on your Kindle, but you're not like going to that guy's blog right afterwards and talking to him. And some people are. I'm not saying there's not, but just as a mass whole, you're not, you know, trying to constantly follow these things. And there's not such a the online community for comic books is like probably the same size as the online community for, you know, for movies, which, you know, make hundreds of millions of dollars, and comics make, you know, tens of thousands of dollars.
Right.
And so I think that's when I think of nerdgasm, that kind of comes to mind for me. So I don't know.
Getting pretty scientific here.
Shut up. But anyway, all right. Well, let's just run through our books now.
Hey, before we do that.
Whoa.
I had the distinct pleasure of representing Comic Book Look. Speaking of nerdgasms.
Yeah, definitely.
I had the pleasure of visiting with 5 esteemed gentlemen in the comic community on a Skype conference. We were on for about 2.5 hours and recorded like an hour. The actual thing was an hour, but we talked before and after. That was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Big shout out to Captain Cummins Phillip for inviting me on there. Tom couldn't make it, but he's gonna make the next one for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So, it was fun though. It was really cool, and just getting to know the other guys, and a lot of praise, you know, that our show got from them and stuff. So we totally appreciate the support. Keep tuning in. It gets better, awesomer. And it will once Dark Avenger starts.
Oh, God. No, it won't. But at least we're here every week. You know, you can't say that about a lot of shows. And, you know, we are here every single week. We do what we can to be here every single week. And, you know, we do. Hopefully we're entertaining enough. And we at least keep you up. If you miss going to the comic shop, you don't get to see everything. You know, we do at least usually get to go over what books are coming out and kind of what's going on. So,
totally.
Word up, man.
But yeah, Comic Talk episode 4.
We'll post a link
on
awesome. The comment section. I'll embed the video, so it'll be under us on this video, and then you guys can check it out. And
very cool people.
Just a great online community of comic book people, you know. So sweetness. Definitely, we'll just run through our stacks today.
Yeah.
Once I just want to say there's a bunch of Blue Beetles on the dollar rack, so I got some of those. Pretty excited about that. But my first book that I'll talk about is the ones that go hand in hand: Animal Man and Swamp Thing, and it's Animal Man Verse, or it's Animal Verse Man in this one. And yeah, I mean, just great comic booking, and thank God that DC's, you know, still doing this. It's, you know, these stories are definitely tied hand in hand. Animal Man and Swamp Thing are both facing this one bad thing, which is called the Rot, and the shit that's going on in the red and the green, and revolving it, and how Animal Man's daughter is going to be, and is like a chosen one, is going to be more powerful than Animal Man, and how Swamp Thing is now chosen to be Swamp Thing. He will never be Alex Holland again. He is Swamp Thing and always will be. So it's really some cool shit going on in there. Word up.
Word up. My turn?
Yeah.
Avengers Academy number 28 versus the Runaways part 2. It's a cool story. Plus, Power Pack Julie gets a date with a gal in the Runaways, so they're setting it up, you know. And
nice.
So, you know, that's cool. And it's actually a very interesting issue because they all see into each other's heads, and there's a lot of messed up stuff going on.
Oh boy.
In there, so that was interesting. Overall, I definitely like the issue. Again, this series is strong, and 28 issues. I mean, that's pretty big for Marvel lately to do something right.
28 issues. Yeah. Christos Gage writing every single one.
Awesome.
That's really cool. I mean, he's doing something
series.
so cool there.
Yeah.
Love that little corner of Marvel. Definitely. Next one, I'll do Fatal. I haven't read it yet. But, you know, when Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips get together, you want it to be as good as Criminal. They do just amazing work in there, and they did amazing work on Sleeper. And then Incognito was okay. And then now this, I feel like it's almost just being okay. So unless this one woos me, I'm actually going to drop it. It's going to, he said it's going to be probably a 14 or 15 issue maxi series. So, you know, I don't think I can be on board that long to get the story unless something really good happens.
Nice. Wolverine and the X-Men number 8. Sabretooth is meeting with the new Hellfire Club, the kids
Oh,
that
boy.
were causing some hell. So Sabretooth goes into space and like kills everyone on the space station and goes after Beast's girl. And Beast goes into space, the two throw down, Beast grows a pair of blue fuzzies and attacks Sabretooth and ends up
Dude, first of all, stop right there. Beast always had a pair of blue fuzzies because he's Beast and he's awesome.
I don't know.
And his girlfriend, the
But in this
green-haired
issue-
chick from Sword?
Right.
Nice. Okay.
But in this issue, they got bigger.
Nice, good. I like to hear that.
I'm glad you like to hear that. But no, all in all, a very very good issue. This series has been a pleasant surprise for me because it was kind of wacky at first, you know, a little different take on the X-Men, but a welcome one. And thank God, no silly Sally Cyclops. So.
And I want to read all those. Jason Aaron, I've said it before,
Great
is
series.
one of the greatest writers right now, and it's just too bad that he's writing a bunch of $3.99 books at Marvel, so I'd read more of his stuff. Thank God he has Scalp. Can't wait for his next creator owned. I only have 4 books left. I mean, hopefully this will be enough. But let's talk this one. Hey, hey, John, how do you get me to buy a comic book?
You wait, the price.
Yeah.
And if it's a number 1, right? Yeah.
Number 1, I always like number 1
like
just
things
because
out.
I like new things and stuff. But if you want me to buy a comic book, you make it $1. It's as simple as this. Fanboys versus Zombies, I would never pick this up normally ever. First of all, you lost me at Zombies, you lost me at Fanboys. But whatever, it's $1, Boom Studios, and you know what we got? Sam Humphries writing. Do we know Sam? China the Poodle knows Sam because he was created by Sam, and he is writing this. So yes, our love is real. We are huge supporters of that book. And
Sam, our love is real for you.
And of Sam Humphries. He's the master. And
we need to get him on the show.
Exactly, we got to get him on the show sometime. He hooked us up with advanced copies of his comics, and he's just he's an awesome dude. And so, Fanboys versus Zombies, I picked it up. I haven't read it yet, but it's really cartoony style and whatever.
I'm gonna have to run to the store tomorrow and get that. That is phenomenal.
Exactly. So it's whatever.
Yeah.
But then I saw this on the background. It looks like some Batman-esque guy holding a gun and says, "They killed the world. They killed justice. They took everything from me except my own worst enemy. And now united in hate, together we make them pay." What the fuck is this all about?
That's Sam.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. It looks like Midnighter or Batman. But who knows? Cool kind of painted cover. But yeah, picked it up. It's $1.
Make you holler. Right.
That's right.
Well, kind of get to some of the meat and taters here.
Yeah, let's do it, man. We're at the meat and taters.
We are at the meat and taters. Avengers vs. X-Men, round 1, issue 1. All in all, I like it. I like the issue as a whole. It was good. I don't know really how to feel about it. You know what I mean? There's so much.
You don't know how to feel about it.
Well, there's just so much skepticism. Like when I'm reading reviews and stuff, I read a lot about it before I actually went and picked it up.
Oh, you did? Ooh, that could skewer yourself.
Right, and that's kind of why I'm like, eh. But all in all, I mean, it was cool. I had no problem with it. Again, I really think that what they're doing is they're doing a great job at setting us up, but I'm just worried that they're not going to deliver for the rest of it.
But they are doing a good job of setting it up.
I like this.
Good. Who's writing this? Bendis. Brian Michael Bendis. Cool.
You're it.
All right. I think this was from last week, so this one's Sweet Tooth, though. This continues to be really good. Jeff Lemire, Vertigo. I like what they're doing. This and Unwritten are really, really good right now. Much better than those number ones they put out besides Saucer Country. And you're surprised. I mean, there was this really bad threat that was shit could have fucking really went wrong, and it ended up really, really closing up a huge portion of the book. And now I think after this, they're really going to have to go probably to Alaska or find out what this big mystery is about. From when Matt Kent was doing the art, they did this whole thing of like how this probably happened, and it all is based in Alaska, and they're probably going to have to go there now, I assume, for the last arc. But I don't know. I mean, it's issue 32. It could go on a lot longer. Who knows? I don't know what the sales are like and stuff, but I'm really liking the book, and I hope other people are too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. My turn?
Yeah.
You don't have your copy.
Oh, sorry. It's over there. I tried to go get some of my books, but I had them all scattered. You know.
Thunderbolts 172. About time. That's all I gotta say on that. They're squaring off against the original Thunderbolts team, which is really cool to see as well. It's been a long time. I like the issue personally, and at the end, Moonstone meets Moonstone. You know, they're not supposed to interact with each other, but she's like, look into your future. You know. So all in all, it was a refreshing thing.
It was powerful. I mean, like, I do like that part. She's like, look who you will, what you'll turn into, Carla.
Exactly.
It was badass. This is one of the books I already did read because I get the Thunderbolts right away. Unlike John, who is a Thunderbolts fan for life, I am not a Thunderbolts fan for life. But you know what I like? Fun comic booking. You know what Thunderbolts has been since Jeff Parker's been on? Exactly that. Just the greatest. So yeah, it'll be. We'll see where it goes. But you know, fuck it.
I'm just giving you crap.
Dark Avengers taking over.
Watch it be awesome, though.
Yep, who knows.
Right.
This is my... How does Daredevil keep on getting my favorite covers of the week? This is my next favorite cover of the week. I think it is really cool.
Wow.
Smell, hearing, taste, touch, radar.
Yeah. And it's Braille.
Braille on the side.
Yeah.
Just such smart design here.
That's great.
Love it. And, I mean, it's Daredevil. It's a 0.1 issue. I haven't read it yet. I usually don't buy 0.1 issues, but I will buy Daredevil because I love it right now. I truly love what Daredevil's doing. And cover like that, shit, man. Yeah. You know I'm buying that sucker.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I'm trying something new. How many do you have left? Whoa, 3.
Okay, good. We're perfect.
I'm trying something new. The Waking, Dreams In, #1.
Whoa, shit, man.
So I wanted to just try something a little different. Evidently, it's kind of like undead goth, something that's not a cape book, you know.
Yeah, totally. It's horror.
Wanted to try it out, so I'll let you guys know what I think about it. I'll probably post it on Facebook or something.
Can I take a look at it?
Talk about it next week, yeah, dude.
I want to say right now, this is the first Xenoscope comic that we've reviewed on our show.
Cool.
So that's pretty legendary. The Waking. So cool, man. I'm glad that you're checking it out.
Yeah, I just was like, I want to do something new.
Like, yeah, I mean, there's a.
But I flipped through it and I was like, it looks pretty cool. So.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. And it's a #1 issue, so cool, dude. Well, I'm glad that you're taking a chance on some good indie. You know, who knows if it's good, but
right.
We'll find out. We'll find out. Next, I will do. I don't have it here, but we'll post the pictures. New Mutants, number 40. It wraps up them having to confront, like this Doug Ramsey going to the island where he was killed, and the animator, you know, fucking him up, and it's just a great issue, cool cover, Warlock, the whole damn deal, and it's here it is. Oh, I got an egg under my ass. New Mutants right here. Douglock. It comes out, that's Warlock and Doug Ramsey mixed, and so that's pretty cool, and, you know, it's a great book.
Nice. Right on. Well, I'm giving another one a shot here. Lenore, #5.
Nice!
And I just love the artwork. I mean, this is like the stuff from like Nightmare Before Christmas.
I was going to say, it looks totally right up your alley with Jack.
So I, you know, and it's #5, whatever, but it just, I saw this cover on DiamondComics.com. I was like, you know, I might check that out, and I saw it in person, and it's a thick paper, it's hardy, this book just looks like fun. So I'm really excited to read this tomorrow at work on break. But just the presentation is just, you know, wham, bam, kick ass. Like, I like it.
Oh yeah, this is
I'm very
pretty cool.
excited to check it out.
This looks like something our friend Sarah would like.
Yep, nope, that's what I was thinking too. I think that I was actually talking with her tonight about maybe reviewing the Johnny the Homicidal Maniac comic sometime, and she said, yeah, but I have to read it first.
Cool. I haven't read it yet, but Whispers is the next book, or #2 in that kind of weird one that me and Jen both read about this guy who kind of leaves his body, and by the half of the Luna brothers, Joshua Luna. So that's why I'm getting it. Fairest, #2.
Gangster.
Haven't read it yet.
Haven't read it.
Absolutely great cover though, and it's great having This is Alibaba, right? Yeah. Alibaba, just a great character.
I love the
Prince of
Blue
Thieves.
Demon.
Well, you're Prince of something. Well, I'm the Prince of Thieves. That's good enough, Prince.
Right? It'll work. It'll break the spell.
So, yeah. definitely enjoyed it.
Definitely.
Yeah, you got anything left?
You know, honestly, no. I mean, it's been a busy week, you guys.
Heck yeah, man.
Oh man, we're doing our Easter swagger. We're out there networking with other people, you know, and we're gonna hopefully get some interactivity on our show. We got to figure out that Skype stuff. That's where Skylar comes in. We'll have to set up a board meeting.
Yeah, if anybody wants to ever do a video Skype, that's what we want to look at if we're doing this show, and we could always set it up sometime. So check into that.
Yeah.
You know, make sure you're commenting on the IMJ boards, InveteranteMediaJunkies.com. If you're catching this on YouTube, you know, later. If you're catching this on YouTube, you're late. This came out already on InveteranteMediaJunkies.com. So please go check that out. We try to make it every single Tuesday, weekly show. You get prepared for your comic book Wednesday coming up, or get your comics and then watch us on Wednesday, a day later. I mean, it's kind of like just an extra issue of comics that you get. So
exactly.
Thanks for staying tuned to Inveterate Media Junkies. You know, you can send us ideas, and
we list them. Every idea we get, we do a show.
Yeah.
So we're definitely okay with that. So definitely keep the feedback coming. You guys have been amazing so far. Over 100 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
About 8,300 hits on YouTube so far, and it grows. It grows every time I check that email. We have like a couple of new subscribers, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
So
love it.
Work.
So yes, check out InveterateMediaJunkies.com. Our email is comicbooklook@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Facebook group, A Comic Book Look. And we'll see you next week.
Excellent. Happy Easter. Keep it comics.